Welcome back, everyone, to Pillars of Eternity. Your hero, Dwayne Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven. When I've been given my tasks, I know what I must do. Well, for the most part. Ovate? Bleta?
Builder's wisdom to you.
Herbs and potions for sale. White leaf. I once ate a porcupine whole while smashed on white leaf. I miss those days. I love Haravius. I love this guy. We got ogre blood, dank spores, assorted brains, gems. A tiny sporling! Give me. I want him. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, wormling. It's time to bring the sporling out for a ride. Best 150 coppers I ever spent. Where is he? Oh my goodness, there he is! Okay. Ovate. Okay, so the Ovate are individuals. Iswild. Welcome to the Golden Grove, traveler.
Hail, Estramor.
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalists, or simply to bask in Waretha's glory? Tell me about the Golden Grove. Ovates, druids, philosophers, students of nature. We gather here to share our knowledge and celebration. Many travelers come to us for poultices and remedies. Bledha understands the cures and poisons of nature like none other. Leaders? Hi, Ovate Arona leads us. She sometimes journeys to Elmshore to renew her strength, however. She's there now with some of her closest followers, in fact. A mighty elm among us. She's lived for generations. There are none who understand the world as well as she. We are fortunate to have her wisdom. Alrighty then. What do you believe? We believe that knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe that we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. Okay, fair enough. This makes sense to me. Oh my goodness. I love this guy. So these druids would be considered perhaps like natural philosophers. Right, so Old Song is that area, and then we've got North Weald and the Temple of Helia. Well, I want to start from the outside in, so let's go to the Deerford Crossing and go east to the North Weald. And then we'll go north to Helia's Temple. That would explain why the dragons came down, or the drakes came down from the hills, and we needed to sell. We didn't need to. We could have not done it, but I sold the eggs to what's her face in the town. You remember the one? Yeah, you remember. After failing to prevent 2 additional deaths, Kana and the monks were able to track down the murderer, a secretive scribe of the order that the monks believed had died years ago. In reality, the scribe had been hiding in one of the catacombs beneath the monastery and progressively destroying heretical works that he believed spread lies about the origins of the gods. When the monks started to catch on, he killed anyone who raised suspicion. Rather than face punishment, the scribe leapt from the highest tower of the monastery to his death. In the scribe's subterranean laboratory, Kana discovered several suspicious vials of thick brown fluid. The monastery herbalist identified it as a potent poison, the same that had likely been used to kill the other monks. The blind monk's venom. Well, could have done that better, but yeah, you know, it's all right. What are you gonna do? Well, damn. All that's left is the Artificer's Hall, and in 2 days, Cade Noah will be complete. I cannot keep track of this little guy. Oh my goodness. Pets are the best thing. Oh, okay. So that we cannot go east over these mountains to North Weald. That's fine. We'll just go back to Old Song. But say there must be a path there, even if I don't know what it is. Urhua?
Hail, Estramor.
Okay, and so she's got scrolls and other drugs. Old Sons Pass, Noonfrost, Burial Isle, Gallowayne's Maw, the Hearthsong District, Helia Shrine. Okay. Well, let's hop into Gallowayne's Maw real quick. You know what? Let's not hop into Gallowayne's Maw. I'm all fucked up. Resolve the attack. Ooh, band of cutthroat bandits. Will be striking soon. Okay, so here's what we do.
Hounds, loyal to a fault without a mind of their own, and a crack of your staff sends them whimpering. What better symbol for Gallowayne could there be?
So let's go to Caed Nua, defend the fortress, take a nap, and then we'll go back out there.
Not as beautiful as the Anguithid.
Gaffol the drunkard, a local inebriate, has wandered into the stronghold grounds. He is asking for help with accumulated debts. Oh, God. Hello, greetings, Lady Drexet. I mean, I was hoping to talk to you. I'm in a spot of trouble. All right, fine. Oh, look at him go! Thing is, I've worked up a few debts in Deerford and a few other places, more than a few. I haven't got any coin, my lady. I'd pay it if I could. I was thinking maybe you know of someone looking to hire on, or someone. I'm willing to work. I know a way you could pay your debt. Pelagina can put you in the contact with researchers in the Valiant Republics. You'll have to work as an assistant. The Valiant Republics? That's so far away. And again, maybe a change of scenery would do me good. Thanks. I'll work hard, I promise. So Pelagina will be busy for 5 days. No biggie.
I'll take a look.
Whoops. So let's bring... we gotta bring Adair in here. Our front lines looking a little wimpy.
Much.
More athletics. He's gonna be so fucking athletic. Body control? Unstoppable. Field triage? Yeah, let's give him wound binding, because all he does is take damage. You know what I mean? My lady, I've heard terrible things. I worried you would not return. Is it true that there are riots in Defiance Bay, and that Ivar Wolfgren has been slain? It's true. How terrible. But I'm glad that you are unharmed. I can only hope the city recovers. Stay to the keep. Seeing this place restored to its original grandeur. Cool. And we can manually resolve the attack.
Come get some.
Oh, that's Grieving Mother. I didn't recognize her. Skirmish Archer? Nah, he's my friend now. Problem solved.
This place, as beautiful as it can be with the absence of children. I'm here.
Hey.
Huh. That's so weird. There's all this weird silent hollering. Okay. Well, let's get some more hirelings with a focus on security. Rautai Linebreaker. Hell yeah. I approve. And then another +1/+1. Barathite Cleric. Love it. Good. Print it. Oh, there are so many places we can rest. So many bonuses. Ah! Durin sits with his staff laid across his lap. A malignant flame sprouts from one end. He is difficult to make out, his features soft, bleeding together, but the staff you can see clearly, its etchings aglow in the molten orange. Though Durin's face is difficult to distinguish, there is no mistaking the hardened expression, the furrowed brow. His voice hisses and sputters low and unintelligible, as though having a private argument with the staff. Traces of spittle catch the firelight as they fly from his lips like sparks. And to your surprise, there is a female figure behind him. You're about to call out a warning when you realize it is the Mogren statue where you met Durance at the fork, yet she seemed almost alive for a moment. Her shadow seemed as if it was moving cloaked, then it's still frozen with the night at its back, examining the staff. There's something odd about one of the symbols, a circle of 12 smaller circles. One of the small circles glows brightly, but the other 11 give off little light. They flicker and fade like dying embers. Between his hissing curses, Durance lowers his face close to the staff and blows on the fading circles with panicked rapidity, coaxing light from them, but they do not ignite. One by one, the lights of the circle dies, and smoke rises from the ashes. Durance hurls his staff at his feet, and it clatters to the ground. Its edges have become soft, difficult to find. Like its owner, the staff has become a blur. You close your eyes and reopen them. Durance is there, picking up the staff from the ground, but the blur is gone. You are awake. Okay. Hey, Durance, you gonna explain that? And what must you say now? I had some questions.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I had another vision about you. One of the symbols of your staff, it was dying.
You see many things that aren't there, Watcher. Perhaps the symbol was for your disappearing sanity, and we are to bid it farewell while you still have the wits to grieve for it.
I saw the symbol with 12 circles. What does that mean?
That symbol? The Godhammer.
Then it was the Godhammer symbol I saw extinguished on the staff.
No riddle there, Watcher. It took 12 of us to build the Godhammer. Afterward, I took my leave of all of them to see what Mogren had in store for me. I've seen none of them since.
Are you sure there isn't more to the story?
Your kind has a way of interpreting its visions to fit the version of the truth you like best. But Mogren's flame leaves no room for interpretation. Waste the time of others with your distortions and your fever dreams.
Flames may leave no doubt as to what or where they are, but why they are is anyone's guess.
It's always the way of the mad to try to convince others of a reality only they can see. But when your doctrine's the truth, it requires no convincing, only an opening of the eyes. I would purify you, Watcher, if I thought it would help.
All right, fair enough. Okay. Back to Old Song, into the North Weald. Two hireling paydays in a row. Do you think I'm made out of money? Okay, there we go. That's the path to the North Weald. Find the Durwooden expedition.
The figurine. It's glowing.
I think we found him. Resolve the attack. Ugh. auto-resolve it. Ooh, what happened? But no damage was done. Sweet. Oh no! At the mercy of the tribes. Don't mind me. Just grabbing everything that isn't nailed down, and most of the things that are. You gotta nail them down real hard, you know? Bloodstains to the east. Oh boy. I see why they keep sending multiple opponents against us. If they don't, we'll just delay them to death. Like in this instance. Dude never stood a chance.
I tried to pet a Stelgar once. Similar outcome.
Fjorm. You're walking among the underbrush. Your blood brother's not so deft as you expected. Frail, unaware, doesn't deserve to share the glory of this hunt. It's been countless seasons since a Stelgar like this one, twice the size of its lesser kin, roamed the forest near Twin Elms. You almost feel pity for him, but you've convinced yourself that he'd only get in the way once the killing begins. He'll be safer by the river, expecting that we'll flank the Stelgar when it comes out to drink, but this kill will only be yours. The Stelgar is larger than you imagined. It stands without fear atop the waterfall's ridge, its silhouette cutting a monstrous hole against the mantle of the night sky. The spear flies true and hits its mark. The Stelgar didn't even hear a sound. Its blood spills bright on the rocks, yet it stands unfazed. The beast pounces. Moonlight shines over its great fangs. Your hands draw your blades without a second thought. It's fast, ripping your flesh apart. You stab at the darkness, engulfing you deep again and again, but there's no slowing its embrace. Well. I'm going to go with unfortunate on that one. Have you considered that you don't do that? Throwing that out there. Have you considered that you don't abandon your blood brother? Resolve the stalemate between the Deerwood and expectations and the fangs.
Estremor.
No need to fight yet. More foreigners, more unclean feet trampling on our land, more blood to feed the trees. You should not be here, Estremoran. If you were here in our lands, it's either to steal from us or to aid those who would. Deerwood and mercenaries, looters, can you hear their panicked whispers? Leave this place at once, or we'll kill you when we finish these Estremoran. I'm a friend to Ergalanfoth. Do you speak the truth, foreigner? If you're indeed a friend, you would respect our lands and not defile our sacred soil with your trespass. If you have no bonds of kin or kith with the looters, I will give you a chance to prove it. The invaders must be purged from our lands. Prove your worth, and we will believe you. We will believe your words. Tell me about these mercenaries. Raiders, looters, same as all the other Deerwooden thieves that pillage our land. We tracked the Deerwoodens from their first step beyond the Great River and raided from the air. They always do. We claimed half their pack in our first assault. The cowards then ran to huddle the north. When the wind turns, you'll smell their fear. If they surrender, why don't you let them leave? Softness such as yours will not bring them to heal. Their greed knows no bounds. Their memory honors no history. What use have we of prisoners? What example do we set to others by letting them live? Why would we forgive again? I'll see what I can do. So, if I had a high enough resolve, I could just be like, nah, man, it's the right thing to do. But if I had a high enough, if I can raise my reputation high enough in Air Glonfoth, I can be like, hey, man, no, I'm a good person. I'm a friend. What happened? We assumed the Glonfothans killed her before they came upon us. I'm relieved she's alive. Doubly relieved she brought help. The tribesmen ambushed us just as we made camp. The fight was a lopsided slaughter. In the melee, someone tripped through the campfire. We were lucky in that regard. The stench of burning flesh and the choking smoke obscured the scene. A few of us managed to withdraw. Maybe I can help you out of here alive. Okay. So there's something away to the north. Okay. And from the northward direction, they don't seem to be able to escape. Oh, Stelgars! A fuck ton of them. Oh, baby Jesus. Dear God. Jesus Christ. Okay, I can see why they didn't want to go that way. Oh, hey! It's the giant Stelgar, and I can talk to it. Cool.
All right, then.
Dear God, there's blood all over the place. It seems they joined each other in death. And it is indeed the biggest Stelgar I've ever seen. It just did not seem to give a shit. Come close, Glonfothan standing in a circle. Sagani glances from the Atra statue to the hunters, looking for a connection. We're looking for someone.
What business does an Estremor have with the Fangs?
Hello, Durance's voice actor. They step aside and turn to you, and as they do, you see something on the ground behind them. Lying amidst the fern is a white stag. Dark blood mars its brilliant coat, and its sides tremble with quick, shallow breaths. You feel a presence in the beast, something ancient and familiar, and before you can speak...
Auric's shadow.
As if to rant on wasted time or perhaps the animal's weakness, but something about the look on Zagani's face steals the air from his lungs and he falls silent.
Any closer and you'll bleed out next to him.
I never thought I'd prepared myself to meet a stranger. To share the honor and history of my village with someone who had no knowledge of us. Even someone who'd scorn our way of life.
I'm not going to say anything.
I was going to tell him about the years of abundance in Persoq. How his granddaughters have hunted caribou, and his grandsons made our walls strong. But he'll be gone in minutes.
It doesn't really matter what you say. He's dying. Her words are guttural and unfamiliar. At first you think she's reciting a poem in her native language. After a moment you realize that she's listing the names of every person there. At last you hear her speak her own name. The stag takes a final shuddering breath and falls still.
If you've finished your chanting, we need to get to work before the meat spoils.
Did your elders teach you even a mouse dropping's worth of decency? There will be other kills to dress and eat, but there will only be this one chance for Sagani to say her due respects.
I've finished what I came to do. Let's go.
Well, that's it. The long hunt is complete.